we are assigned to report our topic about Chapter 4, Data Privacy. So first, let us define our lessons and topics for this presentation. First is the VNet, or what is the National Security Agency, or NSA. Second will be the Privacy Protection and the Law, DPBA, or Public Act of 2012, RA 10173. And number 3 is key privacy and anonymity issues. But in this part, Mr. Mark Polid will be the one who will report. So let's start. So first, let us define what is the National Security Agency, or NSA, up to. So in the book, the National Security Agency is an intelligence agency of the US government. It is responsible for making codes used to encrypt sensitive communication and for the interception of signals on behalf of the federal government. So the NSA has established a comprehensive telecommunication network capable of monitoring billions of email and phone calls, whether they originate with the United States or overseas. So said that yung NSA daw is a company which is responsible for making and breaking the code used to encrypt a sensitive communication. So sila daw yung agency naghahawak ng mga sensitive communication. So in the federal government. And nag-originate siya, or nagsimula siya overseas, which is in sa United States. So let's proceed. So general provision. So Republic Act number 10173, or also known as the Data Privacy Act of 2012, is an act of protecting individual personal information in information and communication system in the government and the private sector, creating for this purpose of a National Privacy Commission and for other purposes. So meron tayong batas na tinawag na Data Privacy Act of 2012. Ginawa ito upang protektahan ng ating mga personal information na maaring ma-expose if somebody wants to use our identity or for our personal information for their own reasons, like gagamitin nila sa masama. So let's say ginamit nila yung identity ko, pangalan ko, for hacking ng bank accounts, or maaring ikasama ng pangalan natin. So it means na parang once na may makot is makakasuhan yung nag-thief tapos sa information natin, nagnakaw ng steal. So i-expose yung mga sensitive information natin, lalo na ngayon is sa modern era, or halos lahat is makikita na sa network. But aside from that, note that this act does not apply to the following. So a government officer, employee data, contractual service data, financial benefits data, journalistics, artistic data, public authority data, foreign jurisdiction and resident data. So let's proceed. So first will be the National Privacy Commission. Under Section 7, it says that functions of the National Privacy Commission. It is a role to administer and implement the provision of this act, and to monitor and ensure compliance of the country with the international standards set for data protection. Hereby created an independent body to be known as the National Privacy Commission. So sabi doon is ang NPC, or also known as the National Privacy Commission, ang role niya is to mag-admin, to implement the provision, and to monitor kung ano yung nangyayari sa ating bansa ngayon about sa data protection. So yun. So next is about Section 8, confidentiality. So in the Section 8, the Commission shall ensure at all the times that the confidentiality of any personal information that comes to its knowledge and possession. So dito in this section, kailangan to ensure lahat ng confidential personal information ng isang tao. So dapat hindi basta-basta expose over the internet kasi confidential siya. Next will be Section 9, organizational structure of the Commission. So the Commission shall be attached to the Department of Information and Communication Technology, or the DICT, shall be headed by the Privacy Commissioner, who shall also act as a chairman of the Commission. So the Privacy Commissioner must be at least 35 years of age and good moral character, unquestionable integrity and non-probity, and recognized expert in the field of information technology and data privacy. So dito naman, the Commission shall be attached to the department, which is the ICT. So ito yung mga company or organization na sila yung mga company na nag-org ng mga natin. So yun, so it is required din na sa isang privacy commissioner is dapat nasa field siya ng information technology and data privacy. So hindi dapat basta-basta lang na mag-hire ng isang person na wala sa educational background niya, na basta-basta natin ipapasok as a privacy commissioner. So the privacy commissioner must be well expert in the field of information technology. So hindi dapat basta-basta lang tayo magpipick, or dapat piliin natin yung may alam. So yun. So the Privacy Commissioner shall enjoy the benefits, privileges, and emoluments of equivalent to the rank of the Secretary. So kailangan mag-enjoy, syempre. And the Deputy Privacy Commissioner must be recognized experts in the field of information, communication, and the data privacy. So same, dapat yung mga deputy rin natin is must be recognized expert, kasi napaka-sensitive ng natin na mga information. So dapat yung katiwa-tiwala yung mga kukunin natin and marunong about sa data privacy, syempre. So next, under section 10, or also known as secretariat. So the Commission is hereby authorized to establish a secretariat. Majority of the members of the secretariat must have served for at least 5 years in the agency of the government that is involved in the processing of personal information, including but not limited to the following offices. So kailangan daw is yung mga secretariat natin is must serve at least 5 years in any agency of the government that is involved of processing of personal information. So malinaw naman na sinabi na kailangan mag-serve muna sila ng at least 5 years, no, involving about personal information. So these are the list of the but not limited to the following offices. So hindi limitado sa mga to the following offices. So number 1, the SSS. Number 2 is the GSIS, the LTO. Number 3, number 4, BIR. Number 5, PhilHealth. Number 6, COMELEC. Number 7, DFA. Number 8, DOJ. And number 9 is the PhilPost. So next is about Section 11, General Data Privacy Principles. So the processing of personal information shall be allowed subject to compliance with the requirements of this Act and other laws allowing disclosure of information to the public and adherence to the principles of transparency, legitimate purpose, and proportionality. So upon processing daw yung personal information natin, shall be allowed subject to compliance with the requirements. So if ma-meet yung requirements niya, kung Kung ma-meet yung requirements niya is parang pwede na, about pag na-proof na hindi siya gawa-gawa lang or legitimate purpose, kung may katotohanan yung kung bakit ipaprocess yung isang personal information. So, section 12 is about criteria for lawful processing of personal information. So, the processing of personal information shall be permitted only if